I'm Zoe, and today I am going to be doing what's on my iPhone 12 Pro Max video. Yes! Back in December, I did a video, which I will link, where I unboxed my new phone and I decorated my phone case, and so I did a whole video on that. A few people in the comments asked if I would be doing a what's on my iPhone video, and you know what? Why not? My lock screen is literally a screenshot of my camera roll. Yes, on the old iOS, it was really easy to do this. Like, the format that they have for the iOS 14 it doesn't really work as well. I couldn't pick which photo I wanted to use as my lock screen, so I just decided to pick all of them. My side menu, I originally didn't have any type of layout for this, but then I realized maybe I should take advantage of it. I have a full calendar on the top. I love my calendars and my stationery, so any other reason to know what day it is works for me. And then we have Spotify and Apple Music, and then I have my Weverse tracking thingy, and then my batteries, and then the last one is supposed to be a weather app, but I never went and synced it up when I got my new phone, so one day I will do that. Now we are on my home screen. This wallpaper that I have is like this really beautiful blue, purple, pink vibes for clouds, and I found this on We Heart It. I have my reminders. I have just a few messages on there, and I really like this part of the layout. I have drink water and skincare routine. Sometimes I forget to do my skincare. I see that when I'm about to go to bed and I'm like, oh my gosh, I have to get back up. I have to do my skincare routine. Even though I'm not going outside as much as I was before, it is still good to keep up with that. I do have a few placeholders on here. Originally, I was going to set up my phone like those really cool aesthetic layouts where everyone was changing the front face of the different apps, but it honestly was such a long process. I just did not have the patience. So there are some placeholders on here that I don't use, like the bottom row. I don't use them. Anyways, I have a placeholder right there. I really love that image. It ties in the purple really well. Some photo editing apps. I have my photos layout, which pretty much just allows you to make a layout of your photos, literally what the icon is. And then you have Kira, which adds a little twinkle to the image. And yeah, I feel like a lot of people know about this. It's pretty popular, and you know, never one to miss out. I decided to get it for myself too, and then Google Photos is how I choose to back up my photos. I don't use the iCloud. My Pinterest boards are always all over the place because I'm always looking at the most random things. Right now I'm really into knitting and crochet, so there are quite a few coming in and you know, taking over my feed. App that lets you make cool stories. Pretty much all of them are stories. Like Unfold also allows you to make different stories for Instagram. Then I have a bunch of money apps. I have this XE app, which lets you see the conversions of money in real time. You know, camera app. And then I have a photo widget, which right now is showing Jimin going like this. What a cutie. It rotates like every 5 minutes, I believe. So I have a bunch of photos in there. I have a widget that shows the time and then the date and the percent my battery is on, but yeah, you can't really see the time very well, but it matches the one on top with the reminders very well, and I like that. Now this is the good part because we're getting into the apps that are my most used ones. First up, we have all of my shopping apps. We have eBay, Amazon, the Weverse shop, sneakers, which just has a bunch of sneakers from Nike, and I like to look at sneakers. Not that I can buy any of them, but maybe one day I will be balling like that, and I will be able to get all of the kicks that I want to get whenever I want to get them. And we have Target, my favorite store in the world, and then we have Parcel, which is a tracking app for packages. This comes in handy, of course. As I said, I am a collector, so it really comes in handy for me, and I think that this app is really good whenever you have packages that are like international. Then we have Mercari, and then we have the Shop app, which is another tracking app, and this one is more for stores in the US. And 17 Track is one that I was testing out, but I just really didn't like it, and it just, I don't know, it really wasn't working for me. I have Sephora, Qdoba, Funko, Apple Store, more photo editing apps. Now Nichi, this is my favorite app. I love this. This is how I make all of my Instagram stories. And honestly, this is probably the only one I need. When I reorganize this again, I have to delete those other apps because this is the one that I love the most. I just love the layouts. I love its simplicity. And you know, they have a lot of really cute pre-made ones that are actually free for you to use. And then Preview is an app that allows you to pre-plan how you want to lay out your Instagram layouts. Afterlight is just a photo editing app. It just changes filters and stuff. Fonto, this is how I add watermarks to all of my photos. So like if I wanted to add a watermark to this picture, I would just put Sugabey. And you can change like the size, and then you can move it, and you can change the style. So like if I want to change the color, and then if I want it to be more like this, and so it can look like that. And yeah, that's how you do it. It's very simple. And then we have Lightroom, which is another photo editing app. Honestly, if you were going to get any of them, I would definitely say Lightroom is probably the one that I would suggest getting. And then Collage is pretty much just like layout. And then PixArt, you can add stickers to your photos, which I guess is really nice. Female. And then Weverse, which is just a like forum, fan cafe platform that a lot of K-pop, well, a few, not a lot, a few K-pop groups and artists use, and I'm mainly on here for BTS, let's be real. Instagram, I feel like I'm giving off the same energy as my icon right now. Like, yeah. Instagram is definitely not my platform, but I do my best with, yeah. Messages, which obviously is texting, and then we have Apollo, which is another Reddit app. I did not like the Reddit app that they have for Reddit, and so I bought a substitute. And WhatsApp, another texting thing. Twitter, I feel like wow, that post took off. I feel like I update Twitter a lot faster than I will Instagram, so if you want to follow me on there, you can. I always link my videos, and I also have my Goodreads linked there, so if you're into books and want to know what I'm reading in real time, you can always check it out there. And then we have Tumblr. Yes, I still use my Tumblr. And then we have Chrome. I have all of my bookish apps. So we have Goodreads, which, as I said, I have a Goodreads. It will be linked down below, so check it out. And then we have my NetGalley shelf, Libby, which is, it's linked up to your library, and so you can listen to audiobooks just right here. And then we have the Kindle app, fanfiction.net, Audible, Webtoon. I only have this app to read Lore Olympus, let's be real, but it's my favorite one. Sometimes I go through spurts where I want to read other ones, but I mainly stick to the Lore Olympus. And then we have Discord, and then we have Notion. On the top I have clocks. There are 4 of them. I really only have this to see the one for Seoul, South Korea. I just like this layout more than just the single clock, so it works out for me. I have a picture of BTS, and then everything else is color coded. And a lot of these apps, I'm just letting you know now, are going to be voting apps for different award shows, music shows for K-pop, so that's what those are going to be. I think this is a good time to say that if you aren't subscribed to my channel, you should definitely subscribe. I think that I have a good time. I have Last.fm, which helps you see how much you listen to different songs and stuff like that. Like, are we surprised BTS is my top artist? Not really. And then I have a voting app, and then we have the Apple Music app, Peloton, then AliExpress, where I get my stationery from. And then we have SoundCloud. I only have this to listen to BTS's music on there. Etsy, and then Drops, which is a language learning app. And We Heart It, as I mentioned before, this is a photo app where you can get a lot of photos on there, so check it out. Pink Nation, which is Victoria's Secret Pink. I have Indeed, and then Docs, VLive, which is where you watch live streams for K-pop idols, and Social Dummy. I translate things. Another translating app. SND Wave. And my iPhone, Weatherbug, Maps, Sheets, Phone, FaceTime, Line, and then the Cash App, and then we have Spotify, Starbucks, Forest, like locks down your phone and so that you will focus on whatever you're supposed to be doing. And then the Luna app, which honestly I probably will delete that because I don't think they use it, to be quite honest. Memorize is another language learning app. And then Kakeo Talk, Hobie, which helps you track what shows you're watching. I haven't used this in a really long time, so these are outdated. Yeah, but you pretty much just go like in there and then you're like, oh, I watched season 4 of The Crown, and so now you're up to date and you can keep track of what episode you're on, which is really handy. And then I have iMovie, Twitch, the iTunes store, and now we are at the last square. Oh my goodness. So the light stick for BTS has an app. Of course I have that. And then I have Tidal, Netflix, TikTok, Apple TV. I have that because I got a trial when I got my phone, so yeah, may as well use it. Voice memos, Letterbox, which is pretty much like Hobie, but it lets you review different movies that you've watched. I should probably update that too. And then I have the fitness app. The last widget on my phone is the one where you track the moon cycles. So I thought that was really cool and wanted to track it. Oh my goodness. After all of that talking, that is everything that was on my iPhone. Actually going through here made me realize there are more apps that I don't use than I originally realized. Maybe I will do a video on me reorganizing and putting up a new theme for my phone. I think that could be fun. And then maybe picking different photos to be in like my little widgets and stuff. That's an idea. Leave the phone emoji down below and tell me what your most used apps are. Yeah, I think that would be fun. Give this video a thumbs up if you liked it. Subscribe if you have not already. Turn on alerts so you do not miss new videos. And follow me on my social media, which once again is linked down below. That is everything. Thank you so much for watching. Bye!